Trapped by circumstance, a story of survival and resilience. In a dimly lit room in the heart of a bustling city, 21-year-old Maria stared out the window, her thoughts a whirlwind of regret, fear, and longing for the life she once had. Her journey, like so many others, was not one she had chosen but one she had been forced into, trapped in the harrowing world of human trafficking and prostitution. A promising beginning, Maria grew up in a small, close-knit town in Central America. Her family, though poor, was loving and hopeful for her future. Maria excelled in school, often dreaming of becoming a nurse and helping others. But dreams don't fill empty stomachs, and as her father's health deteriorated and the family's financial situation worsened, Maria felt the pressure to support her loved ones. When a family friend introduced her to a recruiter offering work in the United States as a housekeeper, it felt like a lifeline. The recruiter promised a stable job, good pay, and a way to send money back home. It was everything Maria needed, or so she thought. The journey into darkness. Maria's journey to the United States was anything but smooth. Her passport and documents were confiscated as soon as she crossed the border, and the promises of honest work quickly turned into threats and demands. She was sold to a trafficking ring operating in a major U.S. city, where her nightmare began. At first, Maria resisted, refusing to comply with the demands of her captors. But they broke her spirit, using violence, threats against her family back home, and psychological manipulation. If you don't do as we say, your little brother won't live to see his next birthday, they warned. The fear for her family's safety was enough to silence her protests. A life of exploitation. Maria was forced to work in grimy motels and exclusive clubs, catering to men who saw her as nothing more than a commodity. Her traffickers controlled every aspect of her life, what she wore, what she ate, when she slept. She was given just enough to survive but never enough to escape. Despite her dire circumstances, Maria clung to hope. Late at night, when she was alone, she would close her eyes and imagine her younger brother playing soccer in their village or her mother's smile as they cooked together. These memories were her refuge, a reminder of who she truly was. A chance encounter. One day, Maria met a customer who seemed different. He noticed the fear in her eyes and asked, "Are you okay?" Though she didn't respond, his concern planted a seed of courage in her. The next time she was taken to a motel, Maria managed to slip a note to the receptionist, "Help me. I am being held against my will." The receptionist immediately called the National Human Trafficking Hotline. Within hours, law enforcement arrived, conducting a raid that liberated Maria and several other girls. Her captors were arrested, and she was taken to a shelter that specialized in helping survivors of trafficking. The road to recovery. Maria's journey didn't end with her rescue. The trauma she endured left deep scars, both physical and emotional. But with the help of counselors, social workers, and other survivors, she began to rebuild her life. She learned English, completed her GED, and started working as an advocate for anti-trafficking organizations. Maria's resilience became her strength. She spoke at events, sharing her story to raise awareness and help prevent others from falling into the same traps. "I was a victim, but now I'm a survivor," she often said. A message of hope. Maria's story is a stark reminder of the realities of human trafficking. Each year, thousands of men, women, and children are coerced into lives of exploitation, often under the guise of opportunity. Yet, her journey also highlights the power of hope, courage, and the collective efforts of individuals and organizations working to combat this global illness. While Maria's scars may never fully heal, her determination to reclaim her life and help others has turned her pain into purpose. Her story is a beacon for those still trapped, a reminder that even in the darkest circumstances, there is a way out.